message is to the African American and minority community in the United States. We need to wake up. You know, we need to realize that we've been bamboozled, tricked, deceived, lied to, manipulated. Actually, I can even say controlled by the Democratic Party for over 50 years, and we've had enough. Now, the other day, Mr. Trump, in fact, just to introduce myself, I'm Dr. Steve Parson. I'm over the Virginia Coalition for Donald Trump. I'm also a part of the National Diversity Coalition for Trump. We're a group of black ministers, as you said, and then we have one token brother over there, right? Okay, but I will say this, that people ask me, well, why are you endorsing Donald Trump? Well, my opinion, he's the best and the only one that can beat Hillary Clinton. That's right. Okay? I mean, listen, we got to win. And one thing about Donald Trump is he's a winner. Amen? Oh, and here's another thing, too. He knows how to create wealth. Can I get an amen? And as a black minister, I'll just tell you this. We're right in the inner city. And I tell you, we need jobs, we need employment, we need businesses. And I tell you, who better can help us help ourselves than Donald Trump? You see? So I just tell you this, that I'm glad. I personally believe that this is a movement. It's a movement. And I believe that we're in a situation now where this country called America is going to come back and be made great again. Isn't that right? In fact, I believe it's a wealth transfer, a wealth movement, okay? And then I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Trump is going to make this military strong again, too. Well, why is that? Why is this? I'm not going to take too much time. I'll tell you this, Donald Trump just doesn't take anybody's mess. And the other day, Mr. Trump called Hillary Clinton a bigot, okay? And you didn't hear why, or you heard it, but the media didn't put an emphasis on why he called her a bigot, okay? First of all, I will say this, that according to the Webster's, or actually Merriam-Webster's dictionary, let me just first of all give you the definition of a bigot. A bigot, it says here, is a person who strongly and unfairly, I'm going to put an emphasis on that word, unfairly dislikes other people and ideas, okay? It says this, a person who is obstinately or intolerantly devoted to his, or in Hillary Clinton's position, her own opinions and prejudices. Listen, she has bigoted policies, and that's what Mr. Trump said. In fact, the whole Democratic platform has been against the African American community. Listen, for over 50 years now, do you know that until this year, 95% of black Americans vote Democrat? For what? Are we doing any better? Has our income increased? Has crime decreased? Have the family values increased? No. Listen, my friends, it's time for true change. And I will tell you this, that Mr. Trump represents hope and spirit for our community. Yeah, see, one of the things you got to realize is we need jobs. And I got some good news for you. 85% of the jobs in America come from small businesses. Donald Trump represents, as a billionaire businessman for over 40 years, Donald Trump represents wealth. My friends, wealth is financial independence. In fact, I'm going to quote from the father of African American history, Carter G. Woodson, who happens to be from Virginia, the second African American to graduate from Harvard University. In his book called The Miseducation of the Negro, he states, until the black man learns how to do for himself, he'll never be any further along than he's ever been in this society. Listen, Ethnic America, a book written by one of the greatest economists of our day, Thomas Sowell, says that during the time of emancipation and proclamation, the system, I'm going to call it the system, but it's the slave owners of that time. They got with each other and they taught each other this: teach the Negro how to work but never let him learn how to take care of himself. Keep him dependent on us for a job, and then we never have to be concerned about him leaving us, even though he's been emancipated, okay? Even though there's been this proclamation that he's free, he's not going to leave us. You know why? He doesn't know how to take care of himself without a job. As a result of that type of education, okay, the African American in the United States, we only have 5.5% of our people who are either self-employed or own a business. That's got to change. And I'm telling you, Donald Trump, a wealthy businessman, billionaire businessman with a heart for America, with a heart for all people, not just the minority community. I'm telling you, he has the wherewithal. He has the knowledge. He knows how to create wealth. And that's actually what we need. We need some money. Okay? I'm tired. And you, black person, you should be tired of being at the bottom of the barrel. You know, you get upset when somebody quotes these actual statistics. Listen, we're the poorest in America. We only have 8% of our people who have income over $100,000 a year. And we have 47% that make less than 30. Do you know the black community? And I'm gonna say that the Democratic Party, the mindset of the Democratic Party, the war, so-called war on poverty, hasn't done nothing. You see, there's a saying, if you give a man a fish, you're only gonna feed him for a day. But you see, it's all about education. What kind of education, Pastor? The type of education that teaches a man how to fish. It teaches a man how to be independent. And I want you to know that Donald Trump is working with us, and we're working with him. And what I'm talking about black leaders. I'm talking about African American and minority leaders. He's working with us, and we're working with him to bring economic independence to America, to bring wealth back to the minority community. You know, right here in Richmond in the 1920s, there's a section called Jackson Ward, one of the most affluent, prosperous, minority-owned inner cities in America. It was actually one of what was called Black Wall Street in the 1920s. Are you with me? In fact, the Latin community has just passed us. Why? Because they're doing for themselves. Here, even in Richmond, I mean, the Latin community, they're going into business, the Latin restaurants. I mean, I'm telling you, you've got trash, Latins picking up trash. How? Trash collecting businesses. We got Latins cutting people's grass. How? Grass cutting businesses. We've got people cleaning homes, but it's a home cleaning business like Maggie Walker. And I'll tell you, Donald Trump is going to help America become great again. How? By becoming rich again. He's going to help the inner city come out of the hand-out mentality, and we're going to get hand up. You see, we're going to get hand up. We're going to get helped to do for ourselves. And that's why I'm excited. That's why I'm, as a minister for 38 years, working and doing everything I can do to get this message out to the African American community. We've got to get Donald Trump elected. Listen, if Hillary Clinton, we're already in trouble, but if Hillary Clinton gets in office, we in real trouble. We're in real trouble. Listen, I don't understand how any black American minister, listen, my friends, the Democratic Party represents the opposite of everything we stand for. Even with Planned Parenthood. Do you know Planned Parenthood? The founder of Planned Parenthood, actually, the doctor who basically is known as the father of legalized abortion, Dr. Nathanson. Listen, we've got a testimony of what he said before he died. And I'm telling you, he said it was all a trick. We were bamboozled. Listen, where are the Planned Parenthood facilities? That's right in the heart of the black neighborhoods. Basically, it's all about black genocide. Black men, wake up. Ministers, I'm telling you, let's stand up for God. Stand up for the Bible. The whole Democratic Party is anti-God, anti-pro-life, same-sex marriage. And this is why it's so important that we've got to get Donald Trump in, because one of the most important reasons is these judges, these Supreme Court judges that are going to be selected. He's going to get a conservative judge in there, and I'm telling you, that's what we're going to need. Is possibly in the next 8 years, it could be as many as 4. So I'm telling you, we've got to pray. We've got to do our part. We got to get on the ground, and we've got to get this word out that the Democratic Party has been lying to us. They've been lying to the black man. They've been lying to the minority community. And we've got to get Donald Trump in. So I'm just telling you, we've had enough. And black person, you need to just get your thoughts together. You need to wake up. Oh, well, I don't like Donald Trump. Well, you need to get over it. Or I don't like what he said. Listen, you better be more interested in what he's going to do. What is he going to do? He's going to help us, help ourselves. We're not asking for no handouts, but Donald Trump will give us a hand up. And I'm telling you, he's our only hope. Now understand what I mean, because it's God who's our hope. Are you with me? It's God who has given us the ability, but God has always used a leader. And I want you to know that Donald Trump has a heart for America. He has the ability, he has the knowledge, he's a strong leader. All this talk about him being a racist. Listen, that is the political game that the Democratic Party has played for years. But I'll tell you this one, it ain't working this year, y'all. Listen, there's more blacks coming out of the closet. There's more we're coming out of the woodworks in support of Donald Trump and what he represents to not only America, but the minority community. So I'm telling you, I'm one who's telling every African American, every minority person in America, vote Donald Trump.